Hey, what's going on YouTube? Dave back again, and I've got another video for you today. I know I've been kind of sparing on my videos, and well, honestly, it's kind of been I've been looking for something to motivate me. I've been pretty much just sitting, chilling, building minis, and keeping myself occupied. I haven't found any inspiration. So I got this package in today, and so that there's clarification and no misunderstandings as before, this was purchased by me, not sent to me for review. And this was actually purchased over at GarageKitsUSColors.com, as you can see right up there. Jesse Garcia is, I believe, the owner over there, and really nice guy. He actually spent some time chatting back and forth about some of the kits that they have, and I had actually forgotten about this kit. Matt Mrozek had done a video on it at his Wonderfest haul from last year, and it was not available at that time, and honestly I'd actually kind of forgotten about it until he posted up his new videos for this year's Wonderfest hauls. So if you haven't seen that, definitely head over to his channel and check that out. So I ended up snatching this up pretty much as soon as I found out that it was still available. This is, of course, Denizens of ZO. Sorry, I keep wanting to correct myself. And this is Dotty. Many names have been changed for copyright reasons, and you guys all know why. I don't really care. So this is based off of Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. A little more modern, a little more apocalyptic, and I think it's kind of hot. I don't know if I'll end up picking up the rest of the series. Some of them are a little odd. This I actually got for my wife because she is a huge Wizard of Oz fan, and I will be doing some modifications to it, as I am kind of I decided to kind of get back to my roots as far as videos go, and primarily working on figures, resin, and things like that. And I will still be doing Gunpla stuff, but you know, you guys came to know me and follow me and support me as you know, the Gunplameister, and working on resin kits and doing tips and tutorials, and I kind of wanted to get back to that. I kind of feel like I've let some of you guys down. So with that being said, we're going to go over the instructions real quick. And there's not really, I should say, there's not really any instructions as far as how it goes together that's included with the kit, but there are instructions on how to paint it. I believe I am going to go a different route with this. Now, this one is called Dotty Storm. It's a 1/6 scale figure. Resin stands approximately 12.25 from the bottom of the base to the top of the head per the website. Now, it actually, when I measured it from bottom of the feet to the top of the head, I measure it as standing at 12.25, and then you add another 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch for the base itself. So just shy of 13 inches. Comes in at 8 solid resin parts. We'll go over this real quick. I do like the artwork on here. You got Toto. Now, they do have a couple pieces that are currently out, and I know, talking to Jesse, the Scarecrow is, I believe, in its final run. Once these molds are done, there's not going to be any more made. It's just too difficult. Tears up the molds pretty easy. So we'll go over, and I'll let you guys just kind of read over. So I think they did a really good paint job on here. I might do something a little bit different. This is more of a, I guess, an American standard in way of painting. And I think I'm going to mix it up with a little Asian style. More, especially on the skin, more of a transparent tones. I know they did a yellow, like, tartan pattern on here. I actually prefer the blue, like in the picture. And if you look at the body, it looks a lot like something from, like, Alice from Resident Evil mixed with Judy Garland. but it is a classic figure or design. She does come holding 2 Uzis, and then she has a couple pistols. Now I do have to say, you know, it is nice having instructions like this with it to give you an idea on painting. And I will do a follow-up video letting you guys know what my take on and what I plan on doing with it is. And of course the color list with their brand of colors, which I have not picked up, and I don't know that I will. I have so many paints now as it is. So that is that. Now, starting off with the base, it is a nice chunky base. We're going to measure this out for you real quick. This is going to be about about 6 1/4 by about 6 1/2, almost 6 1/2. And as you can see, pretty well detailed. There's not a lot as far as stuff on the bricks, but you can add that yourself, and I really like the fact that you can do that. So you do have peg holes in here, though I did end up finding that they are really, really wobbly. I mean, the holes are a lot bigger than the pegs in the legs. But that's okay. I'm going to repeg and probably magnetize this to the base for easy breakdown. This other stuff is just packing material that was on there. I do have to give packing a 10 out of 10. And this is just one solid piece, so. And it is nice and flat. So for the main figure here, like I said, it's a little taller than 12 inches from here all the way to the top. I'm going to start at the leg down here. We'll zoom you guys in a little bit. Because you know how we do it. So you do have a peg hole here for one of the pistols. You have a peg hole here for the basket with Toto. And that is optional. You can just fill that in and not have that. There is an optional giant Rottweiler that you can add on. I am not going to be doing that though. Nice voluptuous rear end. The straps and everything are well done. Seam lines on the inside of the leg are pretty much not even there. Easy to work with resin. Seam line is not bad down the leg. There is a little bit of one up the body. It actually looks like it was cleaned up a little bit. This side there is a little bit of a ridge here. You can see that, but that'll be easy to clean up. I do like that it's not all crazy like with boobs sticking out everywhere, but I think this would look really good in a transparent almost cheesecloth thin type shirt with a pattern on there. Hair is really well done. Now that the way that they molded it, you can barely see that there's any seam line up in here. Here there is a little bit of one here and comes up and over the hair. Now when I did get this and open it up, the bow was broken and the piece was not in there. So I'm probably just going to grind that off and make a new bow or something to go on there. Now the face, this is what actually sold me on it. The face itself is fantastic. The sculpt on it is very nice and crisp. Just a light sanding on there, just smooth out the skin, and it's ready to go. Didn't really find any bubbles. There is a little, it looks like a crack up underneath the neck here, but not a big deal with that. I'm impressed as far as the body goes, and the face. The face is what makes it all. If it's got a bad face, then that's it. The other leg here, a little bit of a seam line. I get kind of scared when there's seam lines on fabric, and especially things like these straps, but it seems to cover up very well. Not too much putty work that's going to be needed on there. Overall, the sculpt is very good. They've already pulled off the keys, and it sits in there pretty nice and flush. Alright, with Toto in the basket's pretty well done. Here's the peg that goes into her stomach area. Toto is not bad. I think I might add some epoxy sculpt and just do a little more clarification on the hair. But I think it's actually pretty damn cute. Then there's the basket. And I don't know if I'm going to end up using the basket or not. And you guys will see in my video that I do focusing on the modifications that I'm going to end up making. Alright, so for the left arm, here we have her holding the Uzi. A little bit of seam offset, but it's actually not bad. Easy cleanup. The hands look pretty good. I think I might resculpt some nails on here just to make them a little more defined. They kind of got lost in casting. This is just a thin piece. Like I said, I haven't really done anything with it. But I'm actually going to be knocking out the Uzis out of her hand. And on the right arm, you have a little beaded bracelet. She's wearing gloves. Seam line's really good on this one. Again, I'm going to be knocking out the Uzi. But all in all, probably one of the best garage kits that I've had in several years that is US made. Over here, you do get a couple of pistols in their holders. These go on her hips. I don't know if I'm going to keep these or not, or eliminate them and replace them with more realistic looking ones. As you guys know, I collect 1/6 scale figures, and I do have a bunch of that stuff laying around, so I may end up doing that. And then you have the straps that go attached to these, and then onto her straps over here. All right, guys, so that was an overview of the Denizens of ZO Dotty by GarageKitsUSColors.com. Hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely stay tuned. I will be doing a update video maybe later tonight or so forth on what my plans are as far as modifications. If you guys like this, definitely click the like button. If you guys want to actually see me do step-by-step process of the build, the magnetization, the modifications that I plan on doing, paint up, etc., definitely let me know down in the bottom. And it's kind of what keeps me motivated to keep making videos. And then I will be doing a video later on primers, why you use them, which ones to use for what, and so yeah, that should be interesting. I will talk to you guys all later. As usual, YouTube, peace out.